So for these ones here, we're trying to figure out what number belongs in the blank. Okay, so we can take a look at this and say, well, it would help to have a common denominator, number one. But I'm also going to do something here, and I'm going to see, I need to know this unknown piece. Really what I need to do is get rid of this plus. So if I want to undo a plus, I can undo pluses with minuses. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to undo this plus with a minus. Okay, so I'm going to do that first. So I'm going to end up with 1 over 6 plus 2 over 4. And I'm going to minus 1/3 from both sides. And that should be the same, right? So I'm going to minus 1/3 here. Okay, so I can think of this as balancing it off. I'm going to minus 1/3 from both sides of the equation, so it keeps it balanced. But also I can think of it as undoing. Okay, so we can undo this plus calculation with a minus. So if this is some number plus 1/3 is equal to all this, this number minus 1/3 should be equal to that number there. Okay, so once I've done that, I want to probably do this addition subtraction. So I want a common denominator. So I'm going to do times 2 times 2. I'm going to do times 3 here, times 3 here, times 4, and times 4. So when I get my common denominator, I'm going to end up with 2 over 12 plus 8 over 12 minus 4 over 12. And that's going to give me my unknown fraction here. And so my unknown fraction is going to work out to be 2 plus 8 minus 4, 6 over 12. And we can always simplify that to 1/2. So I kind of going to do the same thing here. I'm going to first of all make this into a improper fraction, because improper fractions are going to be much easier to work with. So this is going to be 9 over 2. And this is 25 over 4. And I'm going to do the same thing. I need to get rid of that. I need to undo that plus 9 over 2. Okay? So to undo the 9 over 2, the plus 9 over 2, I'm just going to undo it first. So I'm going to undo it with a minus 9 over 2. And so 25 over 4 minus 9 over 2 should give me that. So if I take away that, okay, I should end up with that. Okay, so this idea of undoing is really useful because I'm really just undoing this calculation, and it leads towards this idea of balance. Okay, if I undo this side and undo this side, I'm going to keep it balanced. This is what we call a zero pair. Okay, so that's going to cancel out. Okay, just like this here, this was called the zero pair, so those just cancel out as well. So these ideas of undoing and balance start to come into effect here. So I'm just going to write it out like this. This is my unknown fraction is equal to 25. Okay, we need a common denominator, so I'm going to do times by 2 times by 2. So I get 25 over 4 minus 18 over 4. Okay, well that works out to be, when I work that out, 25 minus 18 is 7. So I get this answer of 7 over 4. And in this case here, that's as low as I can go. So this is going to be my final answer here. So again, this idea of undoing really is kind of useful. We can undo these things. Okay, so this one's a little bit hard here because how do I undo? This is the divide, and I have this piece here. Okay, and I need to, if I undo the divide, I'm undoing an unknown here. So that's a bit of a problem here. Okay, so I need to think of going backwards. Well, what if I do this? I need to think of a reciprocal idea. So if I think this way, I can think that if I do the reciprocal of this, it might help me out.